Let me. So I am streaming on YouTube. So this will be made available to the WTO group only. And I'll share the YouTube channel with any other groups that I'm in as well. And these resources, you guys can find these resources once I share them with you guys. Just making sure this YouTube link is up and running correctly. And then we'll get started. Okay, cool. It's up and running. All right, so let's get going. Like that. And then I'm going to change my settings for screen shares. Let me join from my phone because I already have those links pulled up. All right, so like I said, the first part of today's segment is resources, right? Where can I go to assist me with my trading? Let me share my screen from my phone and let me mute out from my computer. All right, so here's some resources that I use. I've used them in the past. I use them now, and they have really helped me with my trading. So I'm sharing my screen right now. So you guys should be able to see my screen, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So the very first resource is Forex Factory. It is free to use. All right, this is where you're going to come and check for news, which does have an impact in the market. You will see a lot of volatility in the market, whether it's a red folder, orange folder, sometimes yellow folders will affect the market. But make it a habit of checking this website. If you trade the US dollar, if you have if you trade indices, this is what you want to be checking. Somebody just texts us the code. Do I have the wrong code? Password is six figs. Let me wait 1 second, y'all. Let me make sure everybody can get into the meeting. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to my Safari. All right. Man. All right. So, like I said, you want to take this website for news. Okay. Now, there are other websites that you could use to check for news, which would be investing.com. This is a free resource that you guys can use. Sign up with your email, Google, Apple, whatever email address you want to use. Sign up, and you can actually use this site for news. One thing that I do like about investing.com is they kind of have some little tools and little cheat sheets as well. So, who can tell me what can you guys see on investing.com and on this screen? What are some things that you guys see on this screen? But we're gonna kind of make it a little bit of participation, not just me talking all day. And what are some?
Some of what the investors are, whether they're buying, selling on the 15-minute. Okay, so yeah, the different time frames. So I see now it's the daily as well.
There
So
you go.
5 minutes to the daily. So that can help you determine which way the market is going.
There you go. There you go. Kind of help you see like where everything is going at, like Miss Charlotte said. Now, if you're like me, I like to see what they say so I can see if I see the same thing on my chart. Okay. I like to see if I can see the same thing on my chart. So, what's another thing that you see? What about candlestick patterns? How many people know candlestick patterns? Or what are some candlestick patterns that you know? What are some candlestick patterns that you know?
You got engulfing patterns, engulfing
Right?
candles.
Engulfing candles, which kind of represents what? Strong what?
It'd be strong movement either to a buy or to a sell.
There you go. There you go. So technical breakdown. Let me see if I can remove this this that ad. I don't know why that ad is just staying there. I'm gonna refresh the screen real quick. There we go. All right. Now for I know the group, the Trade Love group, Fatima uses what? Pivot points, right? What do you see on here? What do you see on this site?
Pivot points,
Pivot
technical
points.
indicators. Yeah.
There you go. So now you have somewhere else to find those pivot points. Listen, if it's on the chart, it's going to be here. Okay, if it's on the chart, it's going to be here. So resources, this is what I mean by having resources, right? When I first got started, that's the one thing that I appreciate about the platform and the traders that were taking the lead of helping the new people get started. All right, what tools can I use that benefit me? So let's take a deep dive into this tool. So for those that don't know, I trade mostly the pound Japanese yen. So my day starts out by coming to investing.com just to scroll through just to see what other traders are looking at, right? Now, I am 80% technical, 10% fundamental, 10% sentiment. Okay. I'm 80% technical, 10% fundamental, 10% sentiment analysis. So I'll use this just to see, like, hey, on the daily, are we looking for strong sales? Are we neutral? Are we looking for strong buys? Or are we just looking to buy or sell, or whatever the case may be? Now, this does not determine whether I'm going to enter a trade or not. This is just letting me know, like, hey, this is what other people are looking at in the market, right? So it gives me all of this information. And then from there, I can make my decision. So if you go to technical, what are some things that you see? Well, based on the time frame that you trade, it gives you a summary. Strong buy. A lot of technical indicators lead to strong buy, and then I'll go through the summary. So now when I pull up my chart, I can look to see, okay, why am I looking to buy? Why am I looking to buy? Or should I be doing the opposite? Should I be looking to sell? All right. How many people like moving averages? Type the number one in the chat. How many people like moving averages? Type the number one in the chat. Well, guess what? Here's your section right here. You can use the moving averages. All right. We already talked about pivot points. Maybe you like using the Fibonacci tool, right? Those other ones I haven't even heard of, so I'm not even going to go into further detail on those. But just tools that I've used, I've been able to use these websites. Okay. Now, there is something else that investing.com does have, and I think it is important for traders to know, which is how many pips does their currency pair move in a day, in a week, or in a month. Why? Because that helps you build your trading plan around your, not only around your rules, but your trading itself. If you are a scalper, what does it mean to scalp the market? Somebody come off of mute and tell me. If you're a scalper, what does it mean to be a scalper? All right, let's call on somebody. Let's see. Miss Sweet, Miss Sweat, you're already unmuted. Can you hear me, Miss Nadia?
Yeah. Hi, this is Nada. How you doing?
Nada, how you doing? So
Doing well.
for a scalper, how long are you in the market?
As a scalper, I'm in the market for a very, very short time. So it's just really, I'm not looking to hold my trade for an hour or across days or months. So it's just a very, very short defined time period.
So that could be 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes,
Yes.
up to an hour if you wanted to. But Ms. Nada said that's not who she is. Now, somebody put in the chat, they're looking for 30 to 50 pips. That could be sick. That could be considered a scalp. You're just taking a small amount of pips. But here's what I want to show you guys. Under the trading tools, you will see something that says currency volatility. You could do it over the past few weeks. So I'm just going to put past 5 weeks. And I was just telling my big brother this, Mo, who's on the call, when we build out his trading plan, this is what we're looking at, right? Daily, how many pips can GJ move, or hourly? Let's say hourly. Minimum, I would say a little over 15, max to probably over 60. But if you look on the weekday, how many pips does GJ move? And what is the most pips? What's the date? What weekday does GJ move the most? How many pips? And what weekday does GJ move the most?
See, on Thursday, it's
Thursday.
going over 200.
Thursday moves 200. So, Mo, what do we say your goal is to do?
I need at least half of that.
At least half. So we're always securing 100 pips, right? So when I'm trading, if I'm brand new, right? Like many of you on YouTube who are watching, or many of you on the call from other groups, right? You're trying to figure out who you are as a trader. Well, step one, you need to figure out, are you an intraday trader? Are you a scalper? Or are you swing, or your position? Starting out, you're going to either be between scalping and intraday. Couple of minutes, 5 to 10, 15, 30, 45 minutes to maybe an hour or 4 hours. That's fine. You can make great money as a scalper or intraday trader, right? But look to see how many pips your pair moves. That'll kind of help you gauge, like, hey, look, if I can read market structure or the flow of the market, I can tell whether it's bullish or bearish, then guess what? I can collect a little bit more. However, I will secure the amount of pips that I want to take from the market. Does that make sense, everybody? So Ty put her pip goal. Mo said his. What are some of you guys' pip goal? Put in the chat. My pip goal is minimum 50, max 100. Right? 50 for me, max 100. So, hey, use the tool. Use the tool. Now, some people might not know what risk to reward ratio is. There is another site that you can use to find your risk to reward. It's called Mativ. And all you have to do you can sign, excuse me, you can sign up and you could do your position size. Go to your position size. You input all of your account information, how much you want to risk. Find the currency pair. Let me see what GJ is, where is GJ at right now? Since the market is open, but I'm not looking to place a trade while the spreads are open. So pound JPY is at 190, 170, 190, 170. I like to risk 30 pips. I like to risk 30 pips. And let's say if I'm going for 50 pips. You see what it gives you down at the bottom? Your results. So you can use this website as well too. All right. So we left off on investing.com. Let's go to our next resource, which would be bar chart. Again, it's free to use. So again, right now, I just want to go over resources with you guys, right? Resources that I've come across that I've used. Forex market, full list. Let's see if we can find pound JPY. British pound. There we go. All right. Pound JPY. Let's see. Where are you? Pound JPY. Where are you? There we go. So you see you can get news here. You see the performance report. So who do you think the performance report would be good for? Position traders, intraday traders, or scalpers? Who do you think this is good for? This is somebody take a wild guess. Who do you think the position? Yeah, position trader. Why? Because they're looking at a bigger time frame, right? They're looking at a bigger time frame. Eventually, that's where I want to be. Am I there yet? No, but I am working myself. I'm working to get to that point. But guess what? That's okay. You don't have to be a position trader to make a lot of money trading Forex. There are people who are scalpers, there are people who are intraday traders, and there are people who are swing traders who make four figures, five figures, six figures, seven figures, doing what we're doing right now. All right. So don't think that you won't get there. You will. It just takes time. So these are some of the tools that, like I said, I've used. And as you can see, technical. So if you use moving averages, boom, there it is. If you're using stochastics, it's right there for you. The MACD is right there for you. What else do we see that's right here for us? What is it telling us as investors or traders? Let's go with Miss Sherry. What do you see on the screen, Miss Sherry? Or somebody unmute and tell me what they see.
I see selling.
So, yep, some is looking for sales, right? So we go to our chart and we look for what? Reasons to sell. And if my setup is there, guess what I'm taking? I'm taking a sale. All right. So that's another resource, bar chart. Let's go to my FX book. This is another great resource to have. A lot of tools that you guys can use on here as well. Even broke helps you find brokers as well. Let me see. I'm trying to think. What do I want to show you guys on here? Oh, sentiment. Let's look at that. So remember, I was saying I'm 80% technical, 10% fundamental, 10% sentiment. This is where I'll come for my sentiment analysis. So I'll find my currency pair, which is pound JPY. I'll look at the sentiment, how many is going short, how many is going long, and this is going to kind of help me gauge what.
What the,
The direction of the market.
Yep. Well, what other traders are looking at?
how about the big boys, the hedge funds and
Yeah, where are they looking to place their where are their entries at? So you see, you got 13 entries at 190, 218, right? For a buy. But you got 18 entries at 191, 198.
so do they have the same information for the indices as well, or just forex?
No, same information for indices.
Okay.
Go back to let's go back to home. Let's go to okay, you got economic calendar, the four main sessions. All right, let's go back to market. So more. If you want to see like indices, I would go more so here, investing.com. So give me, let's say NAS 100, NASDAQ, NAS 100. And you want to look for sentiment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, is it going to be on here? I know it's on here. Excuse me. I got the phone wrong. I know it's on here. Let me see if I can get on my computer and pull it up. Give me 1 second. But yes, you are able to see the sentiment on investing.com. Yeah, I know it's on there because I've seen it on there before. Yeah, I know it's on there. I just can't put my hands put my hand on it on my phone right now. I'm gonna try to see if I can pull it up on my computer. I'll see if I can pull it up on my computer and then I'll post it in the chat, okay? All right, so we went over my FX book, we went over bar chart, we went over my investing.com. So those are three. And then we went over Matif, excuse me, as well. There's one more place that you can go for other resources. I'm just trying to think of it. Okay, so I got it finally pulled up on my computer. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, let me see if I can find it real quick for you guys. NASDAQ. And we're looking for sentiment. Let's see. Maybe faster for me to do it on my tablet. We're going to take a quick commercial break while we look for this information. Real quick, investing.com, NASDAQ. Okay, so I'm gonna stop my screen share from my phone real quick, and then I'm gonna share from my tablet instead. Stop, share from tablet. All right. Choose NASDAQ. Everything wants to run slow on my end today. I don't understand why. Internet does not want me to be great. Just go ahead and sign in with my account. There we go. All right, so let's see. We were looking for sentiment analysis. See, this might be what you're looking for. Who asked about sentiment analysis for
Charlotte.
Nasdaq? Miss Charlotte. So here you go, right here. This would be it here.
Okay.
So you can see sentiment, member sentiment,
Mm-hmm.
66% bullish, 34% bearish. That's where it's going to show you your sentiment right there.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I knew it was on here. I just couldn't put my finger on where I always would see the sentiment for the indices. All right. So those are the resources for you guys. I know there are going to be some beginners wanting to get into like learning how to trade. So this next segment is going to be places to go to learn for free. Places to go to learn for free. So you have these places. I'll share them with you guys. This one is called Run to Play University. They teach you guys forex futures, crypto. They have a Discord group. Some of the educators, one of the educators that was in IM with me, he's actually one of the leading educators here. They do sports trading. If you want to learn sales and leadership, you could do that as well. They have videos and reading tools as well. 75 lessons, 16 lessons for forex and futures, 14 for crypto. I want to do credit as well. So this is the place for you to go. You have this next one is going to be top tier academy. Top tier academy. So give me 1 second to get it pulled up. Let's share my screen. Camera just iPad just went out. 1 second. Let me pull up the website first. Top tier. Ooh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. Okay, so got the website pulled up. Share this with you guys real quick. Top tier academy. Um, with top tier academy, you guys can't see the screen, right? Let's
Nope.
stop sharing. Okay, let me redo it. Start sharing again. All right, there we go. Top tier academy. This is a great academy. I've gone through it, and the reason why I did it was because they gave a 15% off coupon towards a funded account. So instead of me using my own money, I could pay, let's say, $50 for a 5K account to trade with. And then all I have to do is just meet the rules, meet their criteria of not going past my daily limit, hitting my daily percent or my percentage of the account to move on to the next phase. Watch, rinse, repeat, do the same thing, and then I get a funded account and then I receive payout. Listen, I wish I would have known about prop firms before instead of using my own money. This is a great way to make some extra income. Probably would have saved a little bit more money because I can tell you now, I probably put enough for a car and a down payment for a house into the market. But I know I'm gonna get it back, so it's coming. But this is especially like when I'm talking to new people getting into it, I always ask them, how much do you want to start your account with? Some people say, "Oh, I want to just try $50, $100, 500, or 1,000." Okay, well, use that same money. I'll help you pass the prop firm. You're going to get your investment back on top of what the company is going to pay you when they do the payout for you. So with this academy, uh, they have a lot of the basic information on forex, like what forex is, who trades in it. Then they have a section for technical analysis. The trading psychology section was really big. And then, like for you, Maurice, when we get to this part, this is where I'm really going to like break down and kind of let you see my history. And I could tell you why the history is like that. So for you, as you go into your journey, you don't have to make the same mistakes that I did. You don't have to face those same hurdles that I did. Because as you're trading, you can go back and say, well, you know what? I remember Micah talking to me about revenge trading or, upping my lot size when I shouldn't have to. Being, how do you deal with the greed effect? How do you handle the FOMO? How do you handle, you know, the little things that comes with trading? So really big part when it comes to trading that a lot of people may not talk about, but I think a lot of people should talk about. So, risk management strategies. I think this is really big. And, he even heard me tell him this. Think about how much you run a risk per trade. Now, with knowing that, Okay, how long do you want to be in the market? Sometimes I could be in the market for a couple of days, but that's if I can see the market is running. So I'll stay in the trade for a couple of days. That's why I swing trade. But for the average person coming into this, I just want to get my 50 to 75 and I'm done. Cool. But make sure you're sticking to that. The goal is to wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. And then I'll show you guys some of the slides or the notes that I have from it. You get access to a community. I think that is the biggest thing that forex traders need is a community. I'm a part of a lot of community, free communities, a couple of paid communities too, right? But it's something about having a community that makes this journey even better. Why? Because you're not the only person dealing with this. Those same things that I was talking about, guess what? I can call Fatima. She'll tell you the exact same thing. She dealt with it. I can call Corey. I can call my boy Ken. I can call another young lady, Destiny. I can call any other traders, and they're going to tell you the exact same thing. Like these are going to be the things that you deal with. So, last thing would be developing a personal trading plan. Does provide that. So, this is a resource for you guys. All right. So for those that are new, very beginning, you don't know where to go. I gave you 3 places. I'm about to give you your third one right now, and it is called Baby Pips. Now, the only difference between Baby Pips and the other two that you just saw with Run the Play and the top tier, there are no videos. So this is strictly reading. This is strictly reading. So if you're like me, I like to watch a video and take the information. But with Baby Pips, this is more so of reading through information and just getting the information. So this is where you'll start. Now, typically what I would do if I'm taking on somebody brand new, they know nothing about it, this is where you begin. But once I kind of get a feel of how you learn, then I would suggest Run the Play or top tier. Why? Because you can actually mix the two, mix them in together to start learning. Now, if you want to get into crypto, you can also come here as well. But this is not for crypto. We're talking about forex, right? So if you hit start learning, they have a couple of things in here that you'll be going through. And what is learn at your own pace. So what I would do is this. You're going to go through each session and say, hey, I know what Forex is. Okay, cool. When we talk, I'm going to ask you some questions. All right, cool. You're ready for the next one. As you go through everything, getting all of the information, that's where the other videos come into play. Now, you can use YouTube University, but use YouTube what is for a resource, all right, to expound on information and use me as the bridge, all right? So that is it for the resources section of this call. Let's dive into market structure. I am going to need some participants. I'm going to need some participants. So let's get our screen set up because I want to pull up TradingView first. I want to pull up my TradingView chart. All right. So, quick question: who can give me a rundown of what market structure is? Who can give me a rundown of what market structure is? What is market structure?
Market structure will be looking at the last day or 2 days, a week or month, and looking to see if the market is bearish or is it bullish, and what kind of trend it's got going on.
Nice, nice. So, the framework or structure that any given market is currently trading in. So, that could be on the daily, that could be on the hourly, that could be on the 4 hour, that could be on the 15-minute, the 5-minute, the 1-minute chart. All right. So, what makes a bullish market? What makes a bullish market? Who wants to take a stab at it? Maurice, you can't answer again because you already answered.
Okay, okay.
What makes a bullish market? Let's go with Miss McLean. Best McLean, please. What makes a bullish market?
When the candles are ascending.
Ascending. So with it ascending, it's making a series of what?
Higher highs,
And what?
higher lows.
Good job. Good job. So that's a bullish market. Good job. Where do you buy in a bullish market? Miss McLean? Miss McCain? Where do you buy in a bullish market?
At the when the candle opens.
Nope. Yeah,
Okay.
this is what you have to see before you can buy in a bullish market. If you
Oh,
need help,
what I have to see if
yeah,
it's
go
to
ahead.
buy is that the candles are they keep going up. You keep getting higher highs and higher lows.
Right. But where do you look to buy it? You're
Oh,
right. You're right. You're right there. If you
uh-huh.
need help, just say help.
Yes, help.
All right. Who wants to help? Somebody go ahead and take it.
So you buy when the price breaks the previous higher high.
Previous high or previous higher high. There it is. All right. So let's take I'm gonna take a screenshot and in your notes, this is what I want you to watch. I want you to do. You need to first identify did the market come from a downtrend, from a previous downtrend, or are we just moving up, right? So if we come in from a downtrend, you need to see lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Once it hits that low point, the market has to lead to a high or a higher high, right? Miss McLean?
Yes, I'm listening.
All right. I'm trying to get the screen back up. Give me 1 second. Right there. All right. So let's take a screenshot. Oh, just looking at this picture, we have a low. That low leads to a what? The low leads to a what?
A higher high.
Higher high. Now, the market has to then do what? The market has to,
Make a higher low.
there you go. So it has to pull back and create a higher
Yeah.
low. There you
hmm
go. Good job. Now, when the market does that, what's next?
We wanted to keep going and I guess break that. I
Break
can't
the
remember that.
break the
Wait, let me
high.
make my. Yeah,
Break the higher high.
break the prior higher high and keep going.
So break and close. So you said this one earlier. You said break and close, right?
Uh-huh.
Break and close above the higher
Above
high,
the
right?
yeah,
There you go. Now, once you see that happen, then you want to see what? The market create a new higher high.
yeah, a new higher high. uh
And then the market has to do what? Fill in the blank.
It's gonna pull back again and
Pull
make a
back.
new higher low,
There you go. Pull back. So PB,
and then we're ready to get in.
retest. There you go. You retest, wait for the retest
Yeah.
of the higher low.
Uh-huh.
There you go. That's how you know you're in a bullish market. Good job.
Okay. Thank you.
Good job. So just remember, A bullish market is a series of higher highs, higher lows. As long as resistance is broken and becoming support, you know that the market is going up. And you can take a trend line and connect the dots to the downside, right? Now, what about a bearish market? Let me get a reader for what is a bearish market. And before you read it, there is a reason why when I host calls, we always go over this because this is how the market moves. I don't care what time frame you trade on. This is how the market moves. So, what does a bearish market structure consist of? A series of what? Somebody fill in the blanks. Let's go with Kate. Kate G.
It's lower lows and lower highs.
Right. So let's say the market was pushing to the upside, and all of a sudden there's a reversal coming, and now it's creating lower highs, lower lows. So when do you sell?
Well, that's a change of market structure. So I would wait for a lower low, and then when it retraces, I would get in after it reaches that first lower low.
Ooh, she's good.
Thank you.
She is good. She said, wait. Say it one more time, Miss Kate.
We're going to be patient and wait.
Why? Why should we be patient and wait?
Because it can reverse on you. And you got to follow
E-
your trading plan, right?
there you go. Easily,
Mhm.
easily, easily. So as long as you will have to wait for that low or the lower low to break below to create a new lower low. Then it should pull back and retest as a lower high. That's how you know you're in a bearish market. Thought I was gonna get one over on you, Kate. It's all right. Okay, we're gonna look at some previous examples, but good job. Very good. Very good. So that's how you know you're going into a bearish market. How many people have gotten caught up looking for buys, but the market had just turned bearish? Guilty. I'm guilty. Has it happened to anybody else? Has it happened to anybody else? And look, be honest, be truthful. Be honest, be truthful. Why? Because you think it's just happening to you. No, it happens to everyone, right? It happens to everyone. Let me jump on from my phone instead. It happens to everyone, right? Screen, because I keep losing my screen. All right, here we go. It happens to everyone. All right, so let's go over the last one. Sideways market. Who wants this one before I call somebody? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go with Miss Ty.
Who is gonna pick me? Equal highs and
Yeah,
equal lows.
equal highs, equal lows. So, what do we do when the market is moving sideways or consolidating? What do we do?
Well, some people trade it. They trade it when it gets high, and they go ahead and sell down to the low level. But it ain't good enough for that. So I'm gonna wait for it to break and retest.
There you go. Wait for a breakout above or below. Nothing wrong with that, right? Nothing wrong with that. All right, so those are the three directions that the market moves in. Okay, those are the three directions. So this is a good area. Let's pick up right here. So price continuation to confirm a trend. It's important to see candlesticks. What? Somebody fill in the blank. To confirm a
It says to
trend.
close above the previous high, higher high.
Yep, in the uptrend or below the previous lower low in the downtrend.
And
This, go ahead, Kate.
I would even say that it needs to be at candle closure. I know I have a bad habit of going, oh yeah, it's going higher, but I don't wait for the candle to close from the previous candle.
Now, here's a quick question. What time frame are you trading off of? Are you trading the hour or are you trading the 4 hour?
I'm trading the 5 minute.
Ooh, so that means it's a quicker decision.
Exactly.
It's a quicker decision. See, on the lower time frames, it's quicker decisions that's being made because it's like right now. But if you're using the hour or the 4 hour, what are you including when you're trading? It starts with the letter T.
Time?
Time. That's it. Time. Because think about it. If you're scalping, how much time are you giving the market to really show you where it's going?
10, 15 minutes.
That's it. You're giving us a small period of time versus how much time is in the day. Just think about it. How much time is in the day? It's 24 hours,
24 hours.
24 hours in the day. How much?
1,440 minutes.
Right. Now, how many 1 hour candles make up a daily candle?
Oh my goodness,
24.
24?
Right.
24.
24. So how many 4 hour candles make up a daily candle?
6.
Yeah. So you see where I'm getting at with this?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to think about.
Yeah, I respect swing trading. I don't like going to bed. I'll wake up in the middle of the night wondering what my position. And actually I'm getting better. I used to trade on the 1 minute and I check it on the 15-second. So
Well,
5 minute.
if you do that, I'll give it to you. You got it. I give it to you because I could not do that. I'm sorry. That right there with I can go to sleep knowing like, okay, my trade is fine.
Can't do it. Can't do it. Now my investments, yeah, but day trading, no, can't do it.
Hey, it's like a personal battle you gotta get up. It's something that you gotta fight and get over with. I know what it's like though. Trust me, I do.
But what I've discovered is that some of those 5 minute trades they actually can turn into an all day. I get
Ooh,
at 7 and I'm out at 11, or I hold them until 1 or 2. So
that's
it
it.
does turn into that, into
Yeah.
trade. Because what I don't like is like, I'll give you an example. So the Sunday that Hamas invaded Israel, the market, I was in a NASDAQ. Actually held it over the weekend and it
Ooh.
went into my favor. But I didn't know, a world event like that, you never know when it's going to happen, good
Yeah.
or bad for the trade you're in, right? Over the weekend.
Facts.
And right when the market opened, I was actually in a sell and I want to say the market dropped, I want to say instantaneously 400-500 points,
Ooh,
300 to
that's
500 points. I'd have to go back and look at it, but it was substantial. And I just thought to myself, what if I was in the opposite and you have your stop loss, but not 500 points when it opens?
right.
Mine's 50,
Right.
mine's 50 to 100 usually, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't like swing. Now, the whole sleep thing, that's why I don't do it, during the week, but specifically why I don't hold trades over the weekend is for that reason. I mean, you could blow your account very easily.
Yeah, for sure. But see, what I appreciate about your response, you know who you are as a trader, and that's the key. Because it doesn't matter what anybody else says. You got to come into that on your own.
And that's a process and a journey, and no one can tell you who you are.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
I say life imitates trading and trading imitates life. And so that's nothing anybody can tell you. That's something that you
You
know,
got to figure it out.
exactly.
You got to.
And
'Cause,
and inversely, like I saw your reaction, you're like, "Ooh, 1 minute. Ooh, my goodness." That just gave you like, "Oh, heck no."
I mean, look,
No, ain't gonna do it.
I give my flowers when it's time to give flowers, because for anybody to trade the 1 minute, you gotta be like just on it. I couldn't do it. And that really was part of the reason why I lost so much. Because I would get faked out thinking, oh, we about to blah blah blah. No, 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 sell, 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 no, 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 blah, 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 no, 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 sell. I was like, Micah, bro, chill, chill. Let the candle do its thing. So when I started just like, you know what? Let time. I know who I am as a trader. Let time do its thing. So I began to get less anxious. I began to just let the trade play out. I began to trust you got a stop loss, you got to take profit. You have it for a reason, set it and let it do its thing.
And I think I agree, and I think that's why I'm going to, okay, like this week, three trades a day. Be patient for the entry, wait for it, and let it come to you instead of 20, 30, 50,
Mm-hmm.
100 trades. It's just
Yep.
because my brain cannot function that fast. I mean, it can, but it's like, I want to bring it down a notch and just chill. And instead of waiting for the B's and C's setups, I want the A+ setups.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know what? That comes with time too. It takes time to find those. Okay, what's my A setup? What's my B setup? Because
Absolutely.
you know when I'm starting to notice, like, man, you know what? This would have been a nice scalp opportunity, or this would have been a nice intraday opportunity. But I like catching those runners. When they go, it's gone. That's the one that I
Mhm.
like.
Those are fun.
Yeah, those are
Those are
fun.
fun. Or you wake up at, I'm usually at my desk by 7, and you wake up and you find your strategy already took off at 6 in the morning.
Yep,
And you're like,
exactly.
oh man, I missed it. I missed it. And you don't have a setup all day, right? And
Yep,
then brought me, my previous, I was an industrial engineer, and I'm like, I wonder how often that happens. So I went back and back tested and figured out, okay, there are going to be setups, you are going to make money. Yeah, you might miss the 6 in the morning, but for my particular asset, it was just weird. Like if it if it if it reacts at 4, most of the days that week it's going to react at 4. If it reacts at 7, most of the days it's going to react
gonna
at 6.
react.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, okay, well, wake up a little early on Monday, figure out, well, not this Monday, but figure out what it's going to do. And there's a high probability it's going to react every day at that time. Am I going to get up at 4 in the morning? Absolutely not. Right.
Exactly.
So it's just knowing yourself and knowing your asset.
Mm-hmm.
That
Oh,
FOMO.
that's key. That's it right there.
That
She
FOMO.
said, knowing your asset, which means know the pair that you trade. How can you know the pair that you trade? Have it on your watch list. Have that one chart on your watch list. Look at it at each time frame. Look at how it moves on each time frame. Figure out what time frame best fits me as an individual. I think it was Kate who said with the lower high and lower low, the market was going up, but she would have to wait for a higher low or the lower low to break and close below, lead to a lower high for her to take that trade. This is that scenario that she said. In this picture, for example, a structure break of close occurs, then look to get short on the pullback. So where did structure break? It broke below the higher low, and it led to a what? Somebody say it.
Lower high.
Nope. Lower low first. You're right, Tiffany. But the lower high has to come from the lower low. So it broke. Remember, it broke. So it broke the higher low, right? It broke the higher low here. This is the break. It led to what, Tiffany?
A lower low.
Lower low. And then the market pulls back up to what?
Lower high.
Lower high. Now, can you see a certain pattern right here? What does that look like?
Like a head and shoulders.
There you go. Left shoulder, you have the head, and the right shoulder, boom, the sell. So you could have had a trade at the lower high, or you could have waited for, like what Miss Kate said, what? A trade at the next lower high. Because now you're waiting for the market to do what? Pull back and retest as a lower high. So what are some qualities do you think traders have to have? What are some qualities traders have to have?
Patience.
Patience. Why?
So you don't lose your money and jump in on everything. You got to be willing to wait.
Got to be willing to wait. I've always heard like people who make 4, 5, 6 figures consecutively say, as a trader, your job is to be patient because that is what is going to make you the money. I has to be like, huh? But now I
Patience
see.
pays.
Patience pays. Now I see. It's like, oh snap, because when GJ, when Pound JPY runs, like it did, like it did here, from this day to this day, guess what? I'm in it. And when it does another run from this day to this day, guess what? I'm in it again. Let's look at it from a smaller time frame perspective. Last week, we caught the sale from here, around this area right here, all the way down to 197. I think this was the area. Yep, from there to the green zone. So how many pips was that? Even after the market pulled back. So in 5 days, 600, in 4 days, 690 pips. That is a swing. So, Kate, this is what I do. I'll let one trade run, and then I'll look to add entries when it's time to add entries.
Where do you like to add at?
Depends on where price is at and where structure plays out at. So, like in this scenario, because I was on the hour chart, I would wait for the market to pull back and kind of retest certain areas. So, like this area right here would have been an area for a possible retest right there. So I would add it there. The next area would have been right here because it held that resistance level for a minute and price was previous support in the past. And then the next area would have been right here, looking for sales. But I would have had to wait for price to continue to retest that area for a minute before it kept dropping. So knowing GJ, I know when she decides to run, he's gone. It's time to run. But I know when she's pulling back and testing areas, there are little like intraday plays that I could take trying to trade the pullbacks. So you got to know your pair. You got to know your pair. Now, I don't like trading on Sundays. Today, I'm just trying to look. I'm looking at. I'm watching this zone just to see how price plays out in it. I was trying to see if we get some momentum to the upside, but I think I'm gonna be looking for sales off of this area, off this blue zone. I want to see if it pulls back and retests this area, 196.25, um, or 199.77. I'm gonna look for a retest there and possibly look for a sell down to this bottom to the bottom blue area. But that's kind of just what I'm looking at now. Because looking at it on the hour, I can see those intraday plays, quick little scalps. Again, if you scalp, you could catch a little play right off of here. So this is the hour. This is my hour markup. So I'm just watching. I'm just gonna be watching and wait for these levels to kind of play out right here. So either I'm gonna buy from the gray and orange, or just the first gray and orange one, or I'm gonna take the sell from the second gray and orange one. So I'm kind of just waiting to let price come back to me, because looking at this area looks like what? Is there any clear direction that the market is moving in? Is there a clear direction that the market is moving in?
It seems like a bearish direction.
What else could you see? I'm gonna go to my laptop now. Let's go to my laptop. Could you see consolidation? Pulling up. Give me 1 second. Come on, screen. Come on, screen. Oh, what does everything want to run slow? Let's do it from my tablet instead. Oh no, there it is. You guys can see the screen, right? Okay, cool. Uh, this, yeah. Would you say that's consolidation? Yes or no?
That last area, yes, I would say that's consolidation.
Yeah, I would too. I would too. See, I missed this little short-term buy opportunity right off of here. I really got to get a new laptop, y'all. I think I'm gonna get an HP because this is ridiculous. I'm gonna make this let's make it green. Yeah, see, you had a double bottom right here. Let me do this for my my tablet because I don't like this slow screen. It's really killing me. Oh, boom, there we go. Tray locker. See what I could do with a $67 account by the end of the week. All right. So, okay, let's talk about that level we was looking at. This area right here. There's a short-term buy opportunity right off of there. I'm going to delete that line, delete this. I'm gonna delete this box real quick. So we're just looking at the hour time frame. This is the most recent high. This is the most recent low. Would you consider that consolidation still in the pink box?
Yes, definitely.
Now, even though within consolidation there are opportunities, but I would rather just wait. See that this little level of that structure shift.
Hey, Micah, for the
Uh-huh.
for the swing traders that are on your call and you play on the 1 hour and 4 hour, what time frame do you get it in on?
So
Go to the 30-minute, or how do you
no,
do that?
you know, it's not necessary for you to go to a lower time frame because how and again, this is just how I was trained, right? And how the guy that helped me just had me look at it. If I mark up something on the daily, I'll be able to see it on the 4 hour, the hour, the 15 minute, the 30 minute, the 5 minute. What is the biggest difference? The time. That is the only difference. So I marked this up on let's say if I look at it on the daily. This whole section is that daily, is that hour. Everything in that pink box was drawn on the hour. So that could be a couple of hours for that push up and then possible to push back right back down. So if I'm looking at something on the hour, I'm just looking at the hour. And then I take my trade off based off of the time frame that I'm looking at. But again, if I'm on the hour, like let's look at this area right here, 190, 194.30, right? Let's look at that on the 15 minute. Do you see the same story that's on the hour on the 15 minute?
That would be a yes.
So every time price hit that 194.30 area, what happened?
Retraces.
Yep. It retests and goes right back down. Retest went right back down.
Then the right got violent because look at all them white people that stormed the White House. There was no tear gas thrown at them. They didn't
So,
take national
one
security
second, let me-
documentation. Nothing happened to them.
so on the 4 hour, this candle has 2 hours, 40 minutes left. So here's the question. Where do I want to take my trade off of? Do I want to take it off the 4 hour or do I want to take it off the hour? Well, first, what is the overall trend? The overall trend, it was going to the downside. Now, I would like to see if we can start pushing up through here and giving us this. And we start breaking these previous hourly lower highs. That's what I need to see before I can start looking for buys. That's what I need to see. Does it kind of look like it's trying to do that? Yeah, it really does. Because if this was the low, this is your high, this is your higher low, this is your higher high, this is your new what?
Higher low.
Higher low. So let's go check. Let's see what TradingView says. Ooh. Ooh. Dang. Spot on, huh?
Yep.
Spot freaking on. Now, the only thing that I don't like is it doesn't mark off every, oh, lower high, lower low points. But if you're not good at eyeballing it, this is your guide. This is your guide. Use your guide. It's there for a reason. This is probably the only thing that you're going to see on my chart ever. Sometimes the RSI, sometimes the MACD, but the majority of the time, this is what you're going to see on my chart.
So Michael, with that last higher high, then that's the indication that it's gonna move back up. Possibly. We don't always know for sure, but is that correct?
Michael, we can't hear you.
Hmm.
Charlotte, can you hear him?
No, I'm typing in the
Okay.
chat now.
Okay.
I thought it was just me.
Oh man, we're all in this together.
Right?
Okay, can everybody hear me now?
Yes.
Loud and
Now,
clear.
Okay, looks like my tablet left. Let me jump back in from my tablet. A co-host. Okay. All right, cool. I was sharing from my tablet. So the question was, what did we say the overall trend was? Are we bearish or bullish? Or were we saying the overall?
Consolidation.
So yep, consolidation. But before we say consolidation, we saw the market was moving in what direction?
It looked like it was moving down, but then when it made that higher, wait, I can't remember now.
It was
It was
bearish.
Yep,
it was a
bearish.
higher, huh?
No, go ahead, go ahead. Because
Okay.
you lean into something where the next segment that I was about to go into.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So you said it was
So
bearish.
yeah, it was bearish, but since it made a higher high, uh, okay, a higher high. And so wouldn't that be an indication that the market is reversing and going bullish now?
So this would be like a short. I feel like this would be a short term opportunity for a buy because we're entering like so remember I did this markup on the daily, right? I marked up my zone on the daily and I put this in the chat that Maurice is in. I did not put it in the chat that Fatima's chat. So what I'm looking for is price to retest somewhere around here and possibly drop. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for retest somewhere around these. Let's make you orange. Somewhere around these orange lines. Because the overall trend is bearish. So I'm looking for right now, this is probably going to be the pullback. That's kind of how I'm seeing this right now. This would have been a pullback opportunity. So that was done on the daily. So now I'm going to adjust this and I'm going to make it right there because we're already near 195.28. So I've already missed.
Higher low, Micah, I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt you.
No,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry. So that higher low where the pink
Yeah, the pink zone
zone,
is.
yeah. So that would be an indication of a short-term buy. Is that what you're saying? If
Yes.
if market closed above the previous high.
Yes. See,
Okay.
in order for me to say we're bullish now, I need to
Mhm.
see we need to break these lower highs on the hour,
Right.
close above
Okay, I got you.
and to continue up. That's the only way I would say we're bearish.
I got
So
you.
so remember, in a bearish market, your buying opportunities are going to be your pullbacks. Just like in a bullish market, your selling opportunities are going to be your pullback opportunities. So you got to look to the left to see where those buying opportunities happen. So like if I go to TradingView, right? And I'm using that tool and I'm scrolling back. So this is a part of back testing, right? Because you're trying to learn the currency pair or the asset that you're trading. When does the market do pullbacks? So this is a good example down right here. All right. So where these two vertical lines are, we see a double bottom, right? And I'm going to point everything out. You see your double bottom right here, correct?
Yes.
We finally broke above this lower high and we pushed up higher. So you see, once it made that high, price pulled back and pushed right back up. So you see that double top right there?
Yep.
And then what happened? The market pulled back again. And what did it retest? The previous lower high that was broken. See that?
Yep.
So could you have taken a short-term selling opportunity? Yes, you could have. You could have taken a short-term sell opportunity. See, right off of that, the previous high. But as long as you know, we are bullish. However, whenever we hit a high, if the market pulls back and retests it, that's a short-term buy. Now, how many pips are you looking for is the question. So there are some times where traders will be like, I'll say, hey, I'm bullish, but they're looking for a selling opportunity. That's because they're looking to short for a couple of pips. Now look at how many pips you could have gotten on this short. 7 hours, 119 pips. Are they wrong? Yes or no? They were
No, they're not
looking,
wrong. They got their money. Yeah.
they got their money, right? However, did it go longer? Did it go longer? No, because where did the market end up going? Right back up.
The opposite direction. Uh-huh.
So you see, even within the bullish market, you have what?
You have sell opportunities.
You have short-term sell opportunities. But the overall trend was what?
Overall was bullish.
Overall was bullish. So
So then,
this, go ahead.
so then we'll always get counter trend opportunities, whether it's buying or selling.
You got it. That's it.
Okay.
Keyword. That's key. Counter counter trend opportunities always presents itself. There's your next buying opportunity right there. So this is why I like the swing trade, because if I can catch DJ running a .09 or a dollar lot size, 15 days, talking about 1,000 pips. That's from December 3rd to December 19th. How many people want to catch 1,000 pips? I want to catch 1,000
Pick
pips
me,
today.
pick me, pick me.
Right? You get 1,000, you get 1,000, you get 1,000. All you got to do is just trade with what? The trend. All you got to do is keep in mind what? Pullback opportunities are going to come. Look left. Look to the left for what?
For market structure.
Look left for your structure. Find your structure areas. Identify the candle that breaks. Identify the candle that closes. Identify the pullback. Identify the what? Retest. And then you execute your trade. And then you execute the trade. So tonight, do I want to take a trade tonight? See what I mean? This is why I did not want to buy just yet because price already hit that resistance level on the hour. So Miss Kate said it earlier. What are we going to do? Best thing to do in this situation.
Be patient.
Be patient and wait. Wait for this candle to close. Because I want to see how many times price rejects 190.434, 195.20 on the hour. Now, if I go to the daily, it's already at that area, but that's the hour chart. This other, I wanted this other price area right here. 604. Yeah, that's the area that I wanted. So I have my zones marked up. The only thing I got to do now is set my alerts, and then I'm good to go. I'm good to go. Because again, what is the overall trend looking at the daily? What would you say the overall trend is? And to see the trend clearly, use the line chart.
Mhm.
Why? Why do we say use the line chart? Why would you agree to use the line chart?
It takes out the wicks, doesn't it?
Yep. And it shows the close of price. So it makes it a little bit easier to do what? Your labeling. Like you could put your highs, you could label your lows, your lower highs, your lower lows. And then when you put the candles on there, just include the wicks to do your zones. Make sense? So for GJ this week, y'all, we could probably see a nice little drop. Now, I've already marked up my charts to where I would like to see it go. And I'm looking potentially either to the 186,010 or to 184,408. And where we currently are, it's trying to tempt me into this trade, y'all. That's what it's trying to do. You're looking at about 585 pips. So waiting to see. Now, I know somebody asked me about, do you look at the 15-minute to enter? You could. You could look at the 15-minute to enter because where is the move going to happen first? Is it going to happen on the lower time frames or the higher time frame?
Lower.
Or what does your 15-minute tell you? No matter the time frame, the same rules apply. Well, what would be your rule to take this trade? What would be your rule to take this trade?
Would it be a retest
It
or
all,
a closure higher? A
where
higher
where where are you looking for a retest at?
from their previous high, the previous high
So
to the
Talking about this area right here.
Mhm.
All right, it already retested. It wicked off right here at this price point that we looked at. Are you confident to take that trade?
I don't know.
How many times did price retest? 194.34. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is probably a wick. So 5, 6, 7. You see a double top right here, right? You could. It wouldn't be bad, but I would wait for this candle to close and break below here before I take this and get an early entry. Again, I don't always look to the 15-minute to determine where my entry is. I don't have to look to the 15-minute because guess what? It's going to show me right here on the hour. What's the difference between the hour and the 15-minute? It's just less candles. So you see why I didn't want to take the buy? Because price it didn't break above these 1 hour lower highs. Go back to trading view. See how it never broke and closed above that higher high yet? That's why I didn't want to take a buy.
I see that now. Yeah. Yeah.
So now, what are we leaning more towards?
Sell.
We're looking for sales. So if I don't want to take it where it's currently at now, wait for it to start breaking below here,
Mhm.
or break the what? Because remember, what has to break to confirm is a bearish market. What makes a bearish market? What makes a bearish market?
Lower lows and lower highs.
Lower lows, lower highs. So what has to break? Let's look back at our notes.
It has to go below the last swing low, the lower low.
There you go. How many people have the PDF that I've shared before? And I'm actually about to create my own PDF that I will share with everybody. How many people have this PDF here? How many people have this? If you don't have it, this is your time to get it. Take a screenshot of each page. Everybody got the screenshot? Page 1?
Yeah.
Bo, you already have this, so you don't have to take a screenshot. So you're good.
Okay.
Page 3. Page 4. Page 5. Page 6. Page 7. Page 8. All right, so we're looking for which scenario? Bullish or bears? We're looking for the bear scenario. So did we identify our push? Did we identify our push? Yes or no? Looking at trading view. Did we identify our push?
No, no, we didn't.
So we don't have a push yet, but looking at the obvious prevailing trend, the push is what? What is the obvious prevailing trend? Are we bearish or are we bullish?
Bearish.
We're bearish. So our obvious prevailing trend is to the downside. So we've seen where we created lower highs, lower lows. So lower high, boom, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. See, I would have counted this as a first lower high, but eventually it did. So lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. It stays in this area here. So we need for it to break and close below this lower low. Now, if it retests this lower high again, this kind of lets me know, like, hey, this is a strong supply zone or strong level where sellers are sitting at. But I need this candle to close below this high. I can't do anything until that candle closes. Does everybody agree? If you disagree, that's fine. That means you're looking for the buy. But in order for me to buy, this is what I need to see. We got to break this too. This is what I need to see if I decide to buy. But I need this candle to close below this higher high. It looks like it is. So here's what I might do. I might put a little trade in early. I just might. I'll put it in the chats if I do. It's 6:47. We've been on here since 5. Was tonight helpful or no?
Yes, any opportunity to look at the market through someone else's eyes to help me see is definitely beneficial.
All right.
This was great.
So I will be doing more of these on the weekends. All right, and I'm going to be hosting classes on the weekends. So the next one, actually, I'm gonna let a couple of people share their screens real quick because this is where practice comes into play. I need 2 volunteers, or matter of fact, if I can get 4 volunteers, if you're not in my mentorship group, I'm going to give you a one-on-one a free one-on-one for 30 minutes this coming week. I need 4 volunteers. Mo, you're good. I need 4 volunteers to pull up their chart and mark up your charts and label your zones. I need a I need a volunteer. If I can't get 4, let me get 2. Let me get 2 volunteers real quick. They could be the same pair that we just did, which was pound JPY. Or if it's gold or Nas 100, it does not matter.
I can help.
All right, let's do it, Kate.
All right, you want a fresh chart, right?
Yep, give me a fresh chart.
Okay, let me turn all my indicators off.
And then add your indicators back on so we can see what confluence you have.
Okay. Oh yeah, that one. Okay. Let's see.
Probably won't take a trade until about 9 o'clock. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna probably wait till about 9 o'clock, y'all.
We'll close everything else down. Sure, that one.
Yep, 9 o'clock. Clock it is. And are we looking at NASDAQ
Yes,
or
we're looking
yes,
at NAS.
we're looking at NAS.
On the
Oh,
5-minute.
okay. Now you know I'm gonna have to bump it up, right?
Yeah, you want an hour? 4-hour?
Yeah, let's do the hour. Let's do the hour first.
Oh, and you've seen all my little, I'm just goofing off. There's nothing to the sunflower. I love sunflowers, by the way.
That's it. I like
Okay.
it. You make it yours.
Okay. Lots of stuff going on. Okay, so I would say, oh, I don't need this either. Okay. I would probably draw, it's about to break structure on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, well, if I go to the 4-hour, it's probably in a downward trend if I had to guess. So I'll just guess. Yes, it is. So it's in a downward trend, right? So that's
let me
lower.
look. Give me one second. I'm trying to get my audio back on my tablet. Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, we could hear you the whole time.
So
Well, I thought I could.
okay? So you got a little channel right now. Got a little channel right now.
Yes.
I'm gonna pull it up on my screen too, as well.
Can everybody else see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
Let me look at Nas and for Axber. Let's see. I had a markup on Nas too. It actually played out with what I was looking for. I was looking for a buy on Nas. I'm pulling it up on my tablet real quick too, as well. All right, so looking at Nas, are we bullish or are we bearish on Nas? What would you say?
On the 4-hour, I would be bearish because it's making lower. I need to adjust these, but it's making lower lows and lower highs.
No,
Lower low. I'm sorry, lower lows, lower highs.
Okay. Put it on a line chart.
On a line chart. Oh, that's true. You definitely don't want that.
Yeah, let's put on the line side. Okay,
Oh,
so
got it. Let me,
I'm a request remote control of your screen real quick, okay?
okay. Okay, proof.
All right. So I definitely agree. We do have these. So this is your highest peak right up here, right?
That's an all-time high, I believe.
That's your all-time high. So what you would want to do is just make a little note and you could
I
just
thought
say
I had that.
all time,
Yeah.
all time
It must be on my
highs.
other chart, but I do have something that has a white line across it. And so in perpetuity, so if it ever hits, then it,
And we're gonna
there you go.
we're gonna adjust that right there. Okay, so now we can see that a little bit tighter. All right, so now, yep, okay. So if we come to our rectangle, I'll draw a zone right up here. And then this bottom area right here, because you got this huge bearish engulfing candle, and it eats up all of this area right here.
Mhm.
So you went from a demand to become a supply zone right
Mhm.
here. So here's what I'm thinking, because you can see we've already played off of this trend line going to the downside, right?
Right?
It tried to break it. So I'm thinking we come maybe to either here or possibly here
Mhm.
to swim back to the upside. That's kind of what I'm thinking on it, because this would have been a previous, because we shifted down.
Yeah, you
Why
probably
did
want to adjust that down.
no, that this one can stay right there. That's fine.
Okay.
That one can stay right there, because what I want to look for, I just want to look to the left to see if we had any type of, yep, or I see it right there. If we had any type of reaction, even though price overshoots this area a lot. But I wonder if I put another box right here, if it wicks up in this area here, then we'll make this one a different color. Okay. So if we put us on there, yeah, you see that? See how it came to that demand
Yep.
level right here? One, two,
Look at
three.
that long-legged doji over on the far left.
Come on right here.
No, on the far left, like way over there. See, right there.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. So this is trading view, right?
That's
Look,
correct.
look for the higher high, lower low strategy for me real quick and add it.
Okay, let's see. I think it's, oh, sorry. Okay.
Higher high, lower low strategy. I just want to see where do the 74.58 one. I just want to see where these yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. Because okay, here's your low, high, higher low, lower high, lower low, but price never broke. Well, it did break below, but it never continued down. It just created a new lower low, but it pushed up to create a higher high, higher low. So you had a retest right here. So it retested this higher low right there.
Mhm.
All right. You had another area retest which would have been here. So I'm thinking this might shoot back, get ready to go back up because we've already broken this lower high and it retested here. So this would be the area that we watch next, right here. I would be watching, I would be watching this area here
Mhm.
and this circle right there. Because we already missed, you've already missed
Is that 21,300 by chance? The high, the right there,
t-
yeah. Oh,
this
no,
one,
no, up there, the middle one, the middle line. Mm-hmm.
21,335. Yep.
Yep.
Spot on. Good job.
That's a big, big, you go to like I'm the daily, it's huge. That 21,300 number is really huge.
Hmm. Well, don't forget too, tomorrow your market is closed.
That's true.
Your market is closed tomorrow. So let's let this play. Let's see where this hits off of tomorrow. Let's see
Mhm.
how this hits off of. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and put it in the chat. Yeah, take a screenshot of this and put this in the chat so we can see how price reacts off of that off of these levels. Yeah, let's see. Candles and heading. Yeah, these would be the zones that I watch because this is your first pullback area
It's
and
like
the second
Christmas
pullback
on my,
area right
like
there.
Christmas on that.
Yeah, that's what I would watch because your sell, if you were looking for the sell, that selling opportunity would have been right here. See that?
Mhm.
Here's the M right here. This is the break,
Yep. The
close.
A, and then the W. It's going up, but it's not, it hasn't made an M yet on that
Yeah,
side. The
yeah,
current market
see,
price. It's trying
mm,
the first,
come up here.
no, over there where you have the purple line.
Oh, okay, yeah. See,
Right there, it hasn't quite made it yet.
it
W.
re it barely wicked off of there. Yeah, it barely wicked off of there. So if you would have taken that sell, you'd have been fine for the sell right there. But yeah, that's the area I would be waiting for right here for a retest. Somewhere right in here. That's exactly what I would be waiting for. Right up in there. That first one or the second one down here where the this blue circle is.
For the
Pullback
sell down
area.
there as well.
I would look
Oh,
for,
yeah.
yeah. Because if it is like truly bearish, then it could kind of go through this level here and come down to this level for
Oh, that's
sure.
true. The market did that whole green area, um, where I have it, it says Asia high.
Hmm.
That happened on Friday.
Okay. Okay, nice. Yeah, you could get a retest of that area too. You see the hour. Yeah, see it's coming back to that area now. All right, cool. Good job.
Well, and if you put a legitimate parallel channel on there instead of me just drawing two lines, you might see the middle, because the middle of the channel is actually support and resistance as well. So that could be
So
another
yeah, go ahead and draw it out. Let me erase
um
this circle.
so it would look like good old Fibonacci. Let's see. I think it's in here. Yeah. Just gonna put this out real quick and then probably turn it back to lines. So it's easier to see. See, I learned something today. It's awesome.
Nice. Yep, I
But
can
you
see
had
that.
it up here, didn't you?
I did. I had it at the what the
Yeah,
A is
you
at the
had it up here.
all-time
Hold on one
highs.
second. Okay.
But there's good too, because your
One.
bottom lines are connecting. Just
Okay,
that
bring it
top.
over. That's good.
You
Okay,
just
now
want the
keep
you
this
just
in.
want the top
Yeah, bring that in.
to connect. Yeah.
Like right there.
Mm-hmm.
So look where you put your circle. That midline right there could be support and act as support and resistance depending on how the candle acts or the price action acts right at that level.
Yep.
Look at that too. I mean,
But see, it broke out of the top line of the top fib, that top level.
right here, yeah. And it
Not
retraced down to the
the very top line though. It broke out of your very top line.
oh yeah, it did, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. So that's what I was saying. Like that first area, that would be my pullback area number one.
Right here.
Nope. It's above it. Above
Oh, the
it.
purple.
No, no, the red, the second area. Come down. That one, yep.
Of this one. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That'll be the first area I would be watching.
Oh, I see. Because you have it at resistance and you have it at support.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge area. Yeah, I could, yeah, definitely see that. Oh yeah, that's the 300 area. Yep. Because if you look at like on a, if you let me try to 300 is right there. If you let me go to the daily. Can't see it there, but if you I guess it was on the 4 hour. If you look at it from that perspective, I mean that's price just doesn't know what to do with itself at that level.
Mm-hmm.
Right about there.
Yeah, for y'all Nash traders, y'all are in a pickle. Y'all are in a pickle right now.
Well, we're just patient when you're in a pickle.
Yeah,
Then you're
that's
not in a
true.
pickle.
That's true. Good
I
job.
mean, yeah, I mean it went up 300 points. Well, let's just say you're half wrong. That's 150 points. I'll take that on a $10.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
need
I'll take
Nas to
it.
be clean.
Yes. But also what I've noticed is the volatility index. This last couple of weeks have been really difficult because it hasn't had the volatility that it had. The market hasn't had volatility. So anytime like the VIX index is under 20, it usually, there's not a lot of chop.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it more difficult, right? It's like watching molasses. But when it's above, I mean, because if you go back and look like last year, the VIX was like 30, 40, I mean, unprecedented numbers, so you definitely have to be careful when the VIX is below 20.
For sure.
Yep. Everybody have a picture?
Well, good job. I appreciate you sharing your markup.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'll
It goes
message
right
you.
there.
I'll message you about your one-on-one.
All right, that's cool. Be fun to catch up, get to know each other.
Yes, ma'am. Looking forward to it.
You too.
All right. All right, y'all. We're going on 2 hours, so I like to cut it at that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will drop the link if Fatima is okay with it. And for those that's in my group, the link will be posted in the chat. So look forward to some more, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Micah. Bye.
You're welcome. You're welcome.